Under the hood, something fires hundreds of times a minute, faster than you can blink. Each time, a tiny blue spark jumps a gap the width of a hair, and the engine takes another breath. You never see it. You only feel the result, humming up through the seat. Today we slice open the spark plug, the smallest part in the engine doing one of its loudest jobs. Let's look closely at how a single spark starts a fire on purpose. An engine runs on a deal. Air and fuel mix together inside a sealed chamber, packed tight by a rising piston. That mixture holds a lot of energy, but it will not burn on its own. It needs a trigger, and the trigger must arrive at the exact right instant, thousands of times a minute, without ever being early or late. Too soon, and the engine fights itself. Too late, and the power simply leaks away. The spark plug is that trigger. It starts with the battery, which offers only 12 volts. That is far too gentle to leap across open air. So the current first passes through an ignition coil, a pair of wire windings wrapped around an iron core. Think of the coil as a pump for pressure, not for water. It cannot make new energy out of nothing, but it can trade. It takes a low push, spread out over many turns, and concentrates it into one brief towering shove of voltage. The trick is in the winding count. The first coil has only a few hundred turns. The second has tens of thousands, wound around the very same core. When the current in the first coil is suddenly cut, its magnetic field collapses fast. That collapse sweeps across the second coil, and because there are so many more turns there, the small voltage is multiplied enormously. 12 volts becomes 20,000, sometimes 40,000. Enough, at last, to tear straight through air. All that voltage is useless if it arrives at the wrong moment. A controller watches the engine constantly, tracking exactly where each piston sits and how fast the crankshaft is turning. At the instant the piston nears the very top, with the mixture squeezed to its tightest, the controller cuts the coil current and releases the surge. The spark fires a hair before the top. The fire then grows just as the piston begins to fall, pushing with the engine, never against it. Now meet the spark plug itself. Down the center runs a metal rod, the center electrode, carrying that high voltage. Around it sits a white ceramic sleeve, a tough insulator that keeps the charge from leaking out into the engine block. At the bottom, a small hook of metal bends back toward the center rod, but stops just short of touching it. Between them lies the gap, a sliver of air barely wider than a sheet of paper. That gap is the stage. Air is normally a wall. It does not carry electricity, which is exactly why the gap stays dark most of the time. But push hard enough and even air gives way. As the coil dumps its voltage onto the center electrode, an intense electric field stretches across the gap. The field pulls on the electrons inside the air molecules, straining them, bending them, loading that tiny space with more and more tension, until finally something has to break. At a high enough voltage, the air tears open. The field rips electrons free from their atoms, and those loose electrons slam into more atoms, freeing still more in a runaway chain. In a flash, a thin thread of the gap turns from insulator into conductor, a glowing channel of charged gas called plasma. This is the spark. It is not a thing thrown across the gap. It is the air itself briefly torn open, letting the stored charge pour through. Through that newborn channel the current floods, and the plasma blazes. For a fraction of a millisecond, the spark reaches temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun, tens of thousands of degrees, concentrated in a spot smaller than a grain of rice. It barely dents the engine's hard metal, but the fuel and air crowded around it feel that heat instantly, and for them, this brief thread of light is the match that lights everything. The spark does not burn the whole chamber by itself. It lights a tiny ball of flame, a kernel no bigger than a pea, right there at the gap. From that kernel, the fire spreads outward on its own, a wave of burning racing through the packed mixture. As it burns, the trapped gas swells and shoves the piston down hard. That single shove, repeated in cylinder after cylinder, becomes the smooth turning of the wheels beneath you. Doing this once is easy. Doing it forever is the hard part. A spark plug fires tens of millions of times, bathed in flame and crushing pressure, yet it must stay clean and sharp. Its tip is tuned to run hot enough to burn away fuel residue, but cool enough never to glow and light the mixture early on its own. Slowly the electrodes erode and the gap widens, until one day the spark grows weak and the plug is replaced. So follow the whole chain once more. The battery offers a gentle 12 volts, the coil collapses its field and multiplies that into tens of thousands. The controller releases it at the perfect instant. The voltage stretches across the tiny gap until the air breaks down into plasma. The spark blazes, lights a kernel of flame, and that flame spreads to shove the piston. Battery, coil, timing, gap, breakdown, flame, motion. A fire started on purpose, hundreds of times a minute. A spark plug is a small act of controlled lightning. Repeat it until you forget it is even happening. The next time an engine catches and settles into its steady hum, picture that thin blue thread leaping the gap, again and again, keeping perfect time. That is the cutaway. Look closely at something ordinary, and it quietly stops being ordinary. Thanks for slicing it open with us, and we'll see you at the next one.